Pensions are like cappuccino. I'm serious. Pensions are like cappuccino, at least in the Netherlands. Stick around and I'll tell you why. Okay, I know, retirement isn't exactly a sexy subject, especially when you're in your 20s. But actually a lot of young people in Europe are worried about being poor in old age. Here in Germany, the pension is on average 55%. That means that when people retire, their income drops to 55% to what they earned on average while they were working. That's a big drop, and elsewhere it's a different story. In the Netherlands, the land of cappuccino pensions, the level is more like 90%. You might ask, why don't we have a uniform pension system in the EU? Well, the answer is because the national systems are just too complex and diverse. In some countries, part of the pension systems are financed by the taxpayer. In others, by insurance contributions. And then there are exceptions. In Germany, for example, exceptions apply to freelancers and civil servants. To give you an idea how different these systems are, we're going to look at two examples that many people in Europe are focusing on right now. The Netherlands call its system, who would have thought, the cappuccino model. So the basis of a cappuccino is of course an espresso, which in our model is a basic pension of 1,250 euros. Anyone who's lived in the Netherlands for at least 50 years gets that, no matter how much they've worked. The milk is made up of company pensions. Both the employee and the employer pay in a certain amount as a percentage of the person's wage. Those who earn more pay more and get more money at the end. The dusting of cocoa on the top of the Dutch cappuccino is made up of private pensions. Here, each person must make their own arrangements. Our second example is from Sweden. Sticking with the drinks theme, we will call it the whiskey sour model. There's no whiskey sour without whiskey. So in this model, the whiskey is the so-called guarantee pension. It's a form of basic pension, around 800 euros, financed by the taxpayer. Anyone may get that, even if they're not otherwise entitled to a pension. The lemon juice is the income pension. Every employee pays a percentage of their salary into the system. Their employer also pays a contribution. Similar models can be found in nearly all European countries. What makes the whiskey sour so unique, of course, is the egg white. In our example, that's the premium pension. All employees have to invest an additional 2.5% of their pensionable income in investment funds. Stocks and shares, in other words. There are 800 to choose from. How much money you get at the end depends, of course, on how well your shares perform. And finally, there's the sweet syrup, made up of private pensions. Ideally, these provide a significant boost to your overall income in retirement. What drink would you compare your country's pension system with?